Hi there, day 3. So today we're going to talk a little bit about business. We've talked about motivational stuff for the past 2 days. Third day of the challenge, I want to talk about business. And the reason is because last night I was thrilled to have 3 brokers reach out and ask questions. And I think what's happening is the 13th of February, so we're halfway into the second month of the year, and those goals that we had to help people change lives and make changes in their business are waning a little bit. So we need a little bit of encouragement, a little bit of reminders. So I'm going to give you 3 reminders today. First is make the call. And call reluctance always comes from being afraid what you're going to say and afraid that they're going to answer the phone. Sometimes you just rather get voicemail. But please, please understand this. You're worried about what you're going to say when you call a prospect. They're worried you're not going to call. They're wondering, are they not good enough? Why have you not been reaching out? What's not going on that they're not being solicited, or they're not being recruited, or that they're not wanted? So number one, make the call. We'd rather that them say no than say why. Now, that brings me to point number 2. Use your scripts. I know you don't like scripts. Some of you don't like scripts. I love scripts. Scripts reduce call reluctance. It's important for you to follow the 3 rules of scripts. Number 1, memorize. Number 2, internalize. Number 3, customize. When you know what you're going to say, you're in a much more ready state of listening, meaning that listening becomes an art. You start to hear tonality. You start to hear the speed at which they speak. You start to hear gaps that you can fill in and ask questions around. When you're not worried about what you're going to say, you're more concentrated and you're more focused and you're more intentional on listening to them. The third thing that is important is just know when they say no, they're not saying no, never. They're saying not yet. They're saying, I'm not in enough pain where I am to overcome the fear of change. See, here's what we know. People that are uncomfortable will remain uncomfortable until the fear becomes greater than until the pain becomes greater than the fear of change. So you have to make it really prickly. You have to ask a lot of questions. You have to stay postured. You have to stay positioned so that when the no becomes yes, you're the choice. You know what? This isn't just in recruiting. This isn't just in real estate. This is in life. So a couple of quick shout outs. Shout out to my sister-in-law, Robin, for supporting me and encouraging me. Big, big shout out to my sister who called me and said, hey, I'm watching your videos. So Jamie, thank you for staying tuned. And for the rest of you, see you tomorrow for day 4 of the challenge. Thanks.